Okay, so I'm talking about spiritual warfare and the things that you go through. Um, so I've been dealing with a lot lately. People lying on my name, spreading rumors, and it's been going on for about 5 years. But um, you could tell when someone's talking about you and saying things about you or have this smear campaign because nobody's going to actually come to you and say, "Hey, this is what I heard." But like where you're walking around, you could tell people are like nice to you at one minute, for days and months, and all of a sudden they change. They don't speak, or they look at you, they roll their eyes, they turn their nose up at you, or you say something to them, and and then it's like four or five of them with the same attitude, and it's just crazy because this is what I have to deal with. And I get so tired of this. Like they hear rumors about me. Some rumors that were started like 5 years ago at one job and followed me to another job, and they have just spread these lies on me. And I know who started it. I know who's spreading it. I mean, of course, I'm not gonna say it on here, but I know where it's coming from. I basically know almost everybody that's involved who I know personally, and I'm sure there's people that I don't know. That's how bad it's got. It's like almost like wildfire, and the people they will tell it to anybody that wants to hear. Like anybody who wants to hear, they'll tell it to. So it's like a smear campaign. But now it's like I just been reading my Bible, and praying Psalms like 91. People have been like doing a lot. They have been attacking me in all type of ways. So you kind of whatever idea you that comes to your mind, you know. So I've been had to be very private with my life because people have been just doing all type of things, just mostly verbal. Nothing has happened to me physically. Nobody has like attacked me physically, but everything is like verbal. And you could tell like I've had people that be nice to me, and then another time that all of a sudden they look at me like, hey, turn their nose up, and then you kind of know who it is because you know who the particular people are who they associate with. So you kind of I know who the people are that's doing the talking basically. So this is what I'm going through, right? And it's been 5 years. And there are lies, rumors that were started by some people that I know, and it has gone on, and it hasn't stopped yet. It's going on. Um, Lies that's untrue. Me being involved with somebody, a male who I only talked to on the phone with and text, but I never did anything else with him other than what I mentioned. Nothing, that they claimed that I was doing. It's the 4th of July and it sounds like it's thundering. But anyway, okay, but this is what I had been dealing with the past 5 years. And I just don't want to say too much on here because you never know who's on here watching, but this is what I've been going through. A lot of spiritual warfare. Spiritual warfare. I've had people to do like um I've had stuff done like spiritual, and I know that because I've had attacks in my dreams that I've never had before. And I just started having these dreams like 2, 3 years. I'm like, I've been on this planet all these years, never had any nightmares a day in my life. And all of a sudden, these now, and they're not bad as they was at first. At first, they was horrible. I mean, I'm talking about bad. I'm not gonna get to all that, but they were bad. So they have gotten a much better now. But I've never had so many nightmares and feel like I was being attacked and people just doing everything on, and they're still going at it. They're still going strong with this. And it's just like I can't really do much about it. I'm afraid I talked to people and told them what's going on, and people just say, well, I had people say, well, you don't know this and you just have to do this, and I'm sitting here like, yeah, okay. And I'm a quiet person. I keep to myself. I don't be around here bothering people. But it started with me just trying to defend myself. It started with me defending myself. And of course, when you defend yourself, nobody wants to hear what you have to say. And then when they have a lot of friends, they have thousands of friends, and you kind of like a person that's alone, is you against all these people. Even at my last job, they were all like in this group or in a clique, even all of them, not just the workers, but everybody was part of this place. And I'm like I said, it was everybody, but it was a few of them that was like together, and it was just a bunch of lies told about me. Um, and they was able to do what they did and made me look like the bad person all over some BS. That's what I'm gonna call it. And it's not stopping. It keeps going, and they're just using their power. They're using their voices to slander my name. A whole smear campaign, and it's not stopping. So this is what they've been doing for 5 years. It's been 5 years. Like, I mean, it's not stopping. If anything, it's getting bigger. And they're doing their witchcraft and all this stuff that they do. They use their little tarot cards to try to figure out. And it's crazy because people are like, well, how you know? But when you have like the spirit and the discernment, if you have discernment, you know what's going on. It doesn't take long. I mean, I've been knowing what's been going on, but I sit back and try to not to be. Um, I sit back and just try to deal with it, because what else can I do? I have to live life. But yeah, but anyway, this is what's been going on in my life. So yeah, it's crazy. It's These people are like weird, and then they do it. A lot of this stuff is verbal, under the table, spiritual. It's not something. Nobody's come to me and saying this person. Well, I have had people in the past who have said things to me, but recently nobody has. So, but I know, like, it doesn't. I mean, when people are saying things about you, when you can feel it. At least I can. I can feel it. I know when people, are changing, and you speak to them. It's like, huh, like, well, okay, over some lies that you heard, and people don't care. They don't care to come to you and be like, well, what happened? I heard this and that. So tell me what happened. They just go by what they want, and if they don't like you anyway, they probably like, well, I'm gonna hear whatever it is. But and everybody don't treat me bad, but I'm just, yeah, they claim that I was involved with a man. Like, yeah, I talked to this man on the phone. I text him. But as far as anything other than that y'all claim that I was doing, and you got people believing I was doing all this stuff with all these different men, which was a total lie. Like, yeah, I talked to them, and I talked to them and text them. But as far as doing anything else, no. But this is what they're doing. And they're making up stuff. Like, for people to be turning their nose up at me, being nasty to me, they have to be telling them some real nasty stuff for people to be actually like they hate my guts. All over a man. All over a man. Some lies some women told about a man. And it's just crazy. And I'm just like, look, I'm just trying to live my life. Like, I'm not finna be. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. I'm like, y'all doing all this, spreading all these lies about me over something a man started. It was a guy that started this. A guy that started this. It started with him. It literally started with him. It is just crazy. And now he got everybody. They have everybody. Yeah, but I can't name names. I can't say none of this stuff. But this is basically with how it happened. 5 years ago, everybody was on his side. And I'm not gonna talk about the witches and the warlocks. Ugh, yeah, I'm not gonna talk about all these witches and warlocks that are involved. Yeah, witches and warlocks, they're doing all type of um, they're doing all type of spells. Um, and when you tell somebody, it's like, oh, how you know? Like, really, it you people know these. Well, I can't say what people know. I know what's going on, but you can't tell anybody, because people are like, well, how would you know? Because I know things. I can pick up on it. I know I can pick up on people's energy. And it's just so crazy, because I'm so tired at this point. I'm like, I'm just tired of this energy, tired of the lies. I'm just tired of all of it.